Why did the great Russian mathematician Perelman refuse the millionth prize and become a hermit? The name of the Russian mathematician Grigory Perelman became widely known about a decade and a half ago. In 2006, he was awarded the Fields Medal, the most prestigious prize for mathematicians. But he struck everyone, not even by the fact that he was able to solve one of the most difficult tasks of the millennium, the Poincare hypothesis, but by the fact that he refused a million green prize, choosing the life of a recluse. Between notes and numbers, the most interesting thing is that Perelman might not have had a mathematical career. After the 8th grade, the guy chose between exact sciences and music, the craving and abilities for which Perelman got from his parents. His father was an electrical engineer, and his mother taught mathematics at school and played the violin perfectly. At one time, she also had to make this difficult choice. Grigory chose mathematics, enrolling after the 8th grade in the 239th Physics and Mathematics School. There, despite the high requirements in comparison with ordinary general education institutions, he studied perfectly and did not receive a gold medal only because he could not pass the TRP standards. While still a student of the 5th grade, Perelman became interested in mathematics. He attended a math club and participated in city Olympiads. The winner of the Olympiad, it was a brilliant victory in one of the Olympiads, the International Mathematical Olympiad in Hungary, that allowed the guy to enter Leningrad State University without exams in 1982. They were amazed by the talents of Perelman, who managed to score the highest possible score at the Olympics as part of a team of Soviet schoolchildren. Due to the fact that Grigory entered the university a year earlier, at 16 instead of the standard 17 years, he did not get into the army. As expected, Perelman graduated from the university with excellent marks, received a Lenin scholarship all the time of his studies, after which he entered graduate school, defended his PhD, and, by invitation, left to work in the USA. The unsolvable Poincare hypothesis. Even then, the young mathematician fell ill with the Poincare hypothesis, which remained unresolved for almost a century. This is one of the most difficult problems of topology, which is difficult to explain to a layman. Its essence is that, according to Poincare's assumption, any three-dimensional object without holes in it can be transformed into a sphere by some transformations and vice versa. That is, if, for example, you inflate a cube, it will become a ball. But a bagel is an object with a hole. No matter how you inflate it, you will not be able to turn it into a ball. Perelman went further. Through complex mathematical calculations and transformations, he proved that the hypothesis works not only for three-dimensional space, but also for multidimensional worlds, in one of which we may exist. By the way, if this is really an act, then Perelman's proof fully confirms the Big Bang theory, explaining how a huge and complex universe could form from a point. That hermit mathematician. Even when Perelman was working in the USA, his colleagues were surprised at his asceticism and undemanding. When he returned to Russia in 1995, although numerous offers to stay were received, he was so keen on finding a solution to the hypothesis that he quit his job and devoted himself entirely to scientific research. Her mother's modest pension was enough for both of them. In 2002 to 2003, Perelman managed to find the proof and published it online. There were a lot of people who wanted to understand how this was done, as well as those who tried to find a mistake and refute the theory. Neither of them succeeded. The proof was found to be correct after independent verification by 3 groups of scientists. But Perelman refused to receive the award. How to control the universe? He was asked several times why. The mathematician is reluctant to talk and very rarely communicates with anyone other than his mother and a few selected colleagues. At first, Perelman replied that his disagreement with the structure of the modern scientific and mathematical community was to blame. Later, realizing that journalists were not really interested in his scientific work at all, but in his appearance, asceticism and recluse, Grigory answered more philosophically, "I know how to control the universe. Tell me, in that case, why would I run for a million?" Indeed, the Poincare theory proved by Perelman is called the formula of the universe, and it seems that there is much more behind it than humanity can understand and realize now.